What up, Wanderer? Welcome. We'll get started in a few. I have no idea what I'm going to build yet tonight, but hopefully it will come to me.
In the far reaches of a modest digital world, nestled between pixelated rivers and tree-lined highways, lies a settlement known simply as Riverrun. Here, amidst carefully zoned districts and winding service roads, we find a creature both industrious and tragically unaware, the humble sim. Our story follows one such sim. Let us call him Harold. Each morning, as the simulated sun crests over the skyline, Harold emerges from his quaint abode on Birchwood Street. He boards a bus, meticulously routed by the unseen hand of the city planner, and travels east toward the industrial quarter. It is here, in the shadow of exhaust vents and sewage treatment plants, that Harold toils. Day after day, he labors within the ice cube factory. The air is heavy, the soil tainted, the chirping of birds long since replaced by the droning of cargo trucks and the distant wail of ambulances. Yet Harold perseveres, contributing to the city's economy even as it chips away at his own longevity. At day's end, he returns to his home in Riverrun, a place that was once idyllic, now tinged with the consequences of unchecked growth. His children play beneath the murky haze, his neighbors fall ill more frequently, and still the factories expand. Unbeknownst to Harold, his fate lies not in his own hands, but in those of the great overseer. Harold remains a tireless cog in the machine, a digital soul in a city of endless possibilities and quiet tragedies. The life of a sim forever bound to the code that governs him. And tomorrow he will wake and do it all again. Move the Mouse is building Riverrun live, streaming most Fridays and Saturdays at 9 p.m. Eastern Time here on YouTube.
Hey, it is Friday at 9 p.m. Eastern. What do you know? How about some Riverrun Live? Okay. Let's do that. Why don't we? Some tunes. Background music for you. It's a little loud in my headset, but we'll get it all figured out. Getting dialed in. Wanderer, how are you? You should build some rural village using the countryside DLC. You know, I do need to do that at some point. You know, one thing I really do have to do is going to be a pain in the butt is come back in, moving everybody out and getting out of these level 5 houses, because all the level 5 stuff is kind of obnoxious, but that's okay. You know, we'll have to back them back down. I do want to do some countryside stuff. For anybody that's new here, don't worry about all these icons. The death, it's a minimal death wave in comparison to what we've dealt with. It's not that bad, but all the off icons. Those buildings are off for a reason. They're going to get moved around. Some of them may never get turned on. That's okay. So it's funny that you say you should do some countryside rural village, Wanderer, because look at what I started sketching an idea out for on the other side of town here. So as things, you know, get away from the highway, I've got this access road and I was going to build some stuff here. And then there's this national road way back here. And then what's this neighborhood way off in the woods? Well, it's some gravel road. And this is like zoned close together right now. This is me kind of just getting a feel for some of the buildings. And also dropping in an elementary school because it's like an automatic causes people to move in. Apparently I don't have the zoning painted all the way over here. That's fine. But that's exactly kind of where my mind was going, Wanderer. So same page. It was a shameless plug decoy, but that's okay. That's what we do here. Shameless plugs all around. How's the Lone Pine Mall doing? It looks like it's all right. The Countryside Elementary School, and I got to remember those buildings too. I like how this came out. I wish they'd use the parking a little bit more. But it is kind of wild, like where they use some of it. This built-in curve into this road, like I think I made it work here, but it's kind of obnoxious. We're at 379 million. I've been slacking. Like I want to get to 1 billion, but I feel like in part I haven't been grinding the city in the background as much because I've been grinding Minecraft in the background. I'll be honest. I've been playing a lot of Minecraft and grinding, and in theory I could be grinding both. It's probably not energy efficient, but I could be, you know, grinding Minecraft on the PC while I had this running on the console. I probably should try and do both because I've been slacking. I've been falling behind on the money making game. We're never going to get to 1 billion with that attitude. Two squares off your map just for the mall. It is a wild road that they've got built in here. You can see the segment that is not grass lined is the one that comes with the mall. What? Wait a minute. Hold on a second. I see a wild AC in the chat, but I also see a rank associated. What are you doing different? What happened? Did you fix it? You're on the leaderboard. Welcome. Gabriel, welcome. Top fan thing. Exactly. And you already moved up. All right, so yeah, that's what I had kind of started messing around with. I wonder, like, if it just wasn't applied on whatever platform you watch on most. PG, what up? Lost sleep over traffic flow and building a dam. I get it. I'm at 90% traffic, 108,000 people. There's a couple of spots. Do we have a stoplight here? Like there's a stoplight here. That's why this one is slow. Do we even stop it or we just let it go? We just let it go, whatever. So that was one little bit of traffic we fixed. This intersection's just kind of awful, but like you can see I didn't try too hard. It's 4-lane road all the way around. It becomes industrial on the other side. There's no stoplights. There's no nothing. It's a tiny little diamond interchange. It was the dog bone that came with Map Pack 3, which is why the single lane's here, but whatever. I've been building a solar punk city using Green City's assets. Best build in my 6 years of play. That sounds pretty cool. May need help building a city. We got you. We got you. We can do that. Building on PS5. Are you playing the console version, the remastered version? The remastered version, hopefully. 25 tiles, I would assume, Gabriel. 90% is great considering you're like in the 60s. Well, do you remember, like, of course, you remember AC, but we were literally like 4-lane road into the highway. That's an exit. Like, we weren't even trying at first. And it was in the 50s or 60s. And now with just a little bit of consideration, well, there's a lot of consideration for policies. I'm not going to say it, AC. I'm not going to say it. But you can hear it. I'm playing the console version. So if you have 25 tiles is the question. When you go to areas, well, I guess you have to unlock them. But it would say, like, there you go, remastered. It'll either say Cities Skylines Console Edition or Cities Skylines Remastered. Please say it. But whatever were you referring to, over here in the Colline Francese, right over here in the Colline Francese, industrial revolution happening over here. It's a shame it looks so polluted. Like sure, these are like, you know, print shops and there's a little bit of pollution, but like they don't look like they should be fogging up the atmosphere. You know, ooh, we lost the game. We lost the game somewhere. Maybe the main stadium? Is it the main stadium? No? What did I... Never mind. I thought I just saw... Did I not just see the... It's been 2 weeks. You missed the Colline Francese. It has been. It's been 2 weeks, and it's going to be... I'm going to miss next week as well. So last week was vacation week. Kind of threw the schedule off. I think I did one of the 4 days of the 2 weeks. Next week, Apple's going to a bachelorette party. Woohoo! So it is daddy-daughter weekend, and we've got a bunch of fun stuff planned, but that does not include streaming. So no stream next Friday, Saturday either. Maybe I'll try and get one in Thursday. I don't know, but we'll try and do tonight, tomorrow night though. Gabriel, if you go back, so most of my stuff, almost all my Let's Plays, they're really long form. If you want to see everything, including the mistakes, there's a lot of that stuff in there. If you just want to go for straight up tutorials, there are those as well. They're a little more focused on each milestone or each DLC. So probably something worth checking out. But if you like just, you know, if you just want to chill, long form Let's Plays, there's lots of that. And it goes way back. So you can see me learn from building big blocky square cities with big roads, to getting a clue, to getting more cohesive builds. And I think this one's coming along pretty nicely. But I've got a lot of practice, you know? The tutorials still hold up. Yeah, I know. I got to update the thumbnails, change the 2020 in the corner to 2025. Although to be fair, like there's little things like that I could probably redo for the remastered stuff, for the new road tools, and not that they're that different, it's just different buttons to get there. A lot of problems. You get a feel for it though, right? Like once you learn how to solve one of those problems once, you just have to solve it on a bigger scale. You know, okay, so you'll run into problems like where you don't have enough educated workers. Okay, so you got to have enough schools. But it's not a thing that you can fix overnight, right? So you got to come in here and you got to make sure that every part of your town has good elementary coverage and high school. Sometimes you can think about that differently too. You can come into policies. Is it city planning? Where is it? Education boost. So boost the education, make young adults automatically choose education over working. If you want to have more offices and you know, commercial buildings instead of industrial, you could do something like that, right? Send people to school and get them working in the offices instead, or combination of I don't know if it was part of the free updates or if it's part of the Industries DLC, but there's an Industries 4 as well. There it is. Which makes industry like regular industry places for workplaces for better educated citizens. So you can still focus on education. It has a good knock-on effect. But like once you solve that problem once, you're just solving it at scale, and then you figure out the next problem. Got dinner? What have I missed? No major fires yet, which is good. How do you unlock all the unique buildings? There's two ways you can do it. One, you can just cheat them. So there's an option, like when you start up the city, like check a box, I want to unlock all the uniques. Otherwise, they tell you how to unlock them. They give you some basic description. Like I don't have everything unlocked in Remaster. I didn't go back to do all the things. One of them that is an ugly pain in the butt that I don't care about. Where is it in landmarks? Where is it? Where's the Eiffel Tower? Like I like the Eiffel Tower, don't get me wrong, but I am not building a city with 30,000 squares of industrial built. Like, could I do it? Yeah. Did I do it way back in the day? Sure. But the thing that is frustrating about some of these is like you literally can grind your city to a halt trying to unlock some of these. Here's the pro tip though. Check this out. Okay, Gabriel, before you break your city with 30,000 squares of industrial because you want to put the Eiffel Tower in it, save your game, mess up your city. As soon as that building is unlocked, go back, load. Don't have to save it. It's unlocked in your save, like your character, if you will, for that city. So you don't have to save the city with the damage done. You can unlock the building and then just load the old save and it will be unlocked for you. I'm still on the starting soon. AC, seriously, we got to figure out how to remotely get you a remote producer credit because we wouldn't run into these problems nearly as much. Yeah, school's out to go the other route, Decoy. Good point, right? If you want like an industrial heavy, dystopian, apocalyptic build, then you can send everybody to work, have them skip school, and get straight to the factories, get slaving away. But so yeah, like a lot of these buildings are not that outrageous to unlock in the course of growing a regular city. Some of them, like, you really have to commit. And again, like, save often. I always have a backup save, have a secondary save, because if something happens to this one, it gets corrupt. You want to have the other one, especially if you're of your most important build. I got a bunch of nonsense in here. I think Meander and Riverrun are the only two that I've done anything with. Might use it for chaotic purposes. I mean, probably to great comedic effect, though. That's the thing. Yeah, you basically have to destroy the city to get the uniques, which is kind of... I do have kind of a loose... It's not the best guide, but it'll kind of give you some tips. And exactly that. Like, don't save it, for example. So check on my channel on unlocking the uniques and stuff like that. I definitely have some guidance on those. There may be some of the newer DLC buildings that are left out because they weren't part of the game at that time. Okay, we're on single time speed. We're at 375 million. Man, we're never going to get there. Okay, let's take a quick peek up here at what we might do with some gravel roads up on the other side of the highway. I've been trying to get more comfortable not zoning stuff everywhere. I think I talked about this in the last one, but forgive me, I got rid of all the commercial on this outer road here, and it's just a two-way, one-way each highway with a very occasional intersection. But it becomes this nice coastal road that just kind of wraps here. Got rid of the key wall for most of the coast. Definitely got to get some of these repeating house textures out of there, though. And again, this is going to be kind of a pain, but I'm going to turn all the city services off, move everybody out neighborhood by neighborhood, and then like stop them at like 4-star house instead of the 5-star. What map is this? That's the beautiful thing. It's the name of the map. So Riverrun. Here's the funny thing too, right? Like, this is a base game map. You don't need DLC to do this one. But I didn't like it. I never was going to play it when the game first came out on console because it was 9 tiles. Very limiting, and like sometimes the tiles just like don't work. It doesn't make any sense like where you stop the city. But with Remastered, you have 25 tiles now, and some of those maps that were just like laughably bad now become much better because we can go claim more space, and it does make sense that, you know, your city would keep going, you know, over that area. I've tried to find some spots. Hang on a second, just because this is officially the first one.
Oh, that's hot.
We didn't really get the whole fire effect there, but just because, you know, we gotta get Will Smith in there when we get the fires officially. So yeah, there's a lot of stuff going on, but you know, this is okay. So here's a problem, right? This is actually a really great problem to have. So I'll just point this one out. This is my industry products not having enough buyers for products. So we've made this stuff. We just need somebody to sell it to. It's not a store that doesn't have goods. we're just waiting for the store to need goods to sell the stuff, which is a great problem to have. Still waiting for your to build your 9-tile airport city. Yeah, airport DLC on a 9-tile like never was gonna do it. So maybe I still need to find a map to do an airport on. I still need to find a map to like bring a little bit of every. Okay, there we go. That's what we're waiting for.
Oh, that's hot. That's hot.
There you go. Now it's officially started. I think for anyone asking how many fires they missed later in chat, this is the one big one. This one officially counts. Skyline's kind of a mess in the background there. I'm still working on all that. It's clusters of buildings that are turned off. Will the airport dream ever come true? I don't. We'll see. We'll see. People are incinerating twice. The crematoriums are on fire. I mean, here's the question. Is there more fire in the background over here? There sure is. Here's the question, Patton. Let's say the fire happens before the cremation. Can we still charge him for it? What do we think, chat? If the fire happens before the cremation, can we still charge him for the cremation? I mean, did we not get the job done? Just saying, you know, efficiency. What exactly? What fire? What fire? Okay, so we're gonna try and make a little something happen up here. We're gonna get a little loose with the roads. Let's break out the gravel. We'll come up from here, just because. Okay, we'll fill this in with some trees after. I want to have a couple roads through here. Maybe something like that. And then this could be a little loop around here. Let's see. Where does this connect through back here? This is where we got to be careful. This does not belong here. I think this is going to get cut. This was going to be part of the mall. I think it's too big. Oh, shut up. It wasn't even turned on. The big eyesore blocking the sun out. Shut up, Lake Heights. I'll bulldoze the whole neighborhood. Being organically done, you got to double charge him. Okay. I don't want to come too close to the industry over there. But I do feel like this needs... we just need like one more. And maybe that continues back over this way as well. I think we can plant trees on that ridge line. Yeah, let's do that. I'm being pretty sparse with these streets intentionally. Let's see. Do we come in from here? This is going to be over here. I think going to be zoned a little bit more traditional. Chat, what's the Discord? tinyurl.com/move the mouse. I'm sure somebody will paste it in there eventually. But there's a tiny URL for it, tinyurl.com/move the mouse. Let's see. So what do we do here? I kind of need to see it with the grid over here, but I gotta feather it off somehow, and I want to see the edge of it first. Okay, let's district. And this is I again just wanted to check things out, like see what some of the different building types were. Now we're gonna like really space out the zoning, because there's no reason that houses that look like this should be built anywhere on top of one another. I mean, unless you're a maniac, and then, you know. Thank you, AC. Appreciate it. Okay, so that... Here, we'll do this before I forget. So we'll come down here with it, and anyone on this side of the road as well. Not high density, please. Okay. So let's move all these people out. We still got the school here, so hopefully people will move back in. So you're coming off the road. Nobody lives on this first segment. It's not a thing that you do. Where does this road go, and why does it not connect to anything? Hold on a second. Okay, I like that better. Okay. Two of the SC. Wait, what's SC? Oh, I'm thinking like, what is the DLC SC? And that makes more sense. They're on well water out there. We could come up with something. I figured Patton, but I was just confused for a second because I took it literally, and I was like, wait a minute, what am I missing out on? What is the DLC that I can't think of that has those initials? All right, let's get some spaced out houses on here. So come down the road. Maybe people living on this road, but not out there. And then there's a little guy that has a house tucked away there. No. This road doesn't need to exist. Not in its current form. Okay. So these people wouldn't live that close to one another. This hopefully is a big lot. That's going to be 2 houses, isn't it? I want no more than 4. At least I think that's what I want. I don't know these assets well enough, so let's try. If we do 4s and we skip, we'll see what that looks like. I wonder if this is gonna be like for passing electricity out here. It's probably gonna be annoying. We could stagger them a little bit like this, though. Hopefully make our job a little bit easier. Okay, let's go. Do we have any residential demand? We do. Okay. That's a good start. We have people that actually want to move in. We'll see if that's enough. I want to pass the electricity, but I also want to stagger the lots a little bit. Okay, shut up about the water already. All right, picky. We'll clean up the pipes at some point. Now is not that point. Okay, let's I wanted to get some wind going out here, but there is no good wind power out here, huh? Okay, we'll look at bringing the electricity out. Fire stations and such, the schools. I think that's the plan, right? Let's go look before we forget. So what do we have? Utilities wise, it would be great to get. I mean, you know what? It doesn't have to do a good job. I mean, 0 though, it's kind of all right. We'll come back to that. Let's see. CCP wise. Okay, do we go to the end of this? A public library. We're going to put them on this street on the way in that we didn't put anything on. A high school, that's cool. Is this an elementary? That is. And what is this one? A medical center. We'll move these around. Wait, what do we have? We had an elementary school, so I don't need this elementary school, so this can go over here. For now. Let's see. So that's the countryside stuff. This is what the mountain, whatever. Mountains Village? Mountain Village? Is that what it is? MV? Not the aesthetic windmill. Okay. Let's see. Do we have fire department? I wish you could put these on the highway. I mean, technically I could and then change the road back. That's police. Okay. We'll shimmy these assets around. That's Mountain Village. I'm not going to worry about any transport out here. That's why God gave us trucks. If they wanted us to have transport, God wouldn't have given us trucks. Do I have an Instagram? I do not. The only thing I have, I believe, technically I have a Twitch. I've been meaning to consider getting on there, but my social media is YouTube right here. There is a Move the Mouse too that I never really dove into. I was going to start streaming the other non-city stuff, but I don't care. I'd like to get a play button. I'd like to work towards that, but I need another game to hit. So earthquake box to jump the power is not a bad idea. High school same size as elementary school. Makes sense. Okay, let's see how far do we have to jump electricity and what's going on with these houses. So we built these giant spacious lots, and these two dickheads are going to move in next to one another. What the actual? Move the Mouse to Forgotten Meme Chill. Well, it was like, it's technically a good growth thing. Like if you look at my live streams that are not cities, they are hurting, but like, I don't care. I do it for fun, not for a job. So I think when I set that up, it was going to be for that purpose. And then just like, whatever. Watch tutorial videos on mass transit playlist, and it kind of helped my city. I will take that. I will take that it kind of helped. I will stamp it on the box. 4 out of 5 stars. It kind of helped. Okay, they're really complaining about the electricity out here. I can't believe you moved in. We're gonna call it. This is like the carriage house. It's the same property. It's an Airbnb. What is it? Is it over here? And this one? We're gonna have to jump a couple of these, aren't we? Let's put one here. And one right there. Did that get us? It got us. Okay. How are you gonna complain about police? There's a station right here. Literally right there. Do we have other buildings? Parks and stuff? Oh, there are. There's something here. What is all this? Is this all just props? Can these go anywhere? Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay. Oh, well, these are nice. I didn't check these out. They seem very flexible with where they are letting me put those. Is this a solar thing? That's a shelter? I'm gonna have to mess around with these some. Look at that, come on. That can't go any closer to the road. Look at that. That can't go closer to the road because it might step on the road. Like look at the thick, like the size of that one because of the width of the asset versus this when I could just give me this and I'll make it as big. I'll just put two of them next to one another, you know? Okay. That's a pretty decent fence. It's a shame it's not an actual fence that I can actually put side by side, but that's okay. We're just putting all these assets along the side of the road because I want to clean this up later, basically. I didn't realize there was so many props. Log pile's nice detail. Ooh. What is this called? Okay, a plowed field. So, all right. Oh, those are pretty cool. Cracked at what? See, we could use some of that over in the stadium. In a corner of a lot somewhere? Okay, well, anyways, you don't need to see me drop a bunch of random... Is this what we're doing, really? Like, me just dropping a bunch of random crap on the ground? Dirt patch. That sure is a nice patch of dirt you got there, Bob. I'm gonna go, hold on, we're gonna go check out Bob's dirt. Bob got a new dirt patch. That's some nice dirt you got there, Bob. There's some nice dirt there you got there. Where do you get that dirt there, Bob? Bob, you're not talking to me? Is that not, you're not Bob. You're kind of androgynous. I'm not 100% sure how we're supposed to feel. Got that big old patch of dirt, Bob. I'm kind of jealous of this dirt patch you got over here. You guys, how do you guys afford dirt patches when this is what you do for work? Is this? You get paid for this? This isn't like performance art or something? You just walked right through just phased through the wall. You don't even care. Okay, well, you enjoy your dirt patch, boys. It's a beauty. Woohoo! Okay, well, that's what's going on in farmland. New dirt patch. Looks like an easy job. I know, right? Okay, what do they got? Oh, they got uniques? We're going to have a lot of stuff to cram in over here. A public market. Ooh, the general store. That's a good look. However, ooh, I see you get your dirt patch from the same place Bob got his dirt patch. You guys get your dirt patch in the same place? I kind of find it odd. And this is just me thinking about things from a historical perspective, right? So old business grows up on the road. Where's your parking lot in a small business? It's right there. It's right in front of the building. Theirs is on the side of the building, which I find a little odd. Also, where's the entrance? Where do you go into this place? It sure looks like up front. Where do they put the handicap parking? Way back here in the back of the lot. Entrance covered up by log pile. That's not right. That's not right. Anyways, this is where I would expect the parking lot to be. It's like front and center, not well adjusted for the needs of the building in 2025, perhaps. Okay. All right. What? You drove your Jeep out to the country? What building is this? What'd you just almost hit me to drive into here, lady? The public market? To bring your suitcase in there? Okay. You want the park? Should we do a parking garage next to it, AC? You want to build a large city, but you need some help? You got it. You got it. You just it's building it slowly, bit by bit. Get your city in a really comfortable spot. Don't worry about the demand meters. Let them wait. Get your city making money. Bolt on one little neighborhood. And then do it again. And again and again and again. The third one from the back. Yeah, they took a random dice roll on that one, AC. Okay, so how is this spacing? I don't hate it, but also like there's a lot of, it's a little bit of a repetitive asset. Also, what are these structures? What are these? This is a countryside house? What kind of billionaire countryside do you live in? Hold on a second. Let's. Okay, I mean, I guess it's modest on the ground size wise, but it's. I mean, is it like? There's some kind of like an igloo sauna. It looks pretty nice for a countryside house. I don't know. And then like this is just like a little bit over detailed, is it not? Like it's very modern. It's extremely modern for such an old school windmill out back, if I may say. The scale's just so off, but that's all right. What can you do? Why are there so many freaking cars out here in the countryside village? Like, none of these houses have like, if I don't know how much this audience watches City 2 stuff or plays City 2, but I feel like there was an overreaction in Cities 2. Like, if you look at the residential lots in Cities Skylines 2, there is this like they're all huge and rectangular and they have massive driveway patches. And I feel like that was an overreaction to things that were missing here. Like, there is one car parked in what would technically be considered a driveway here. Okay, I guess there's two. These houses apparently have like a driveway spot. But like, where's this douche in a red car park? Right behind you. Right behind the person that's parked. Like, pull up. It's 5 feet, dipstick. Like, are you kidding me? You're literally going to park directly straight behind somebody parked perpendicular to the road? Don't be that guy. It's wild to me though, like, right? Like, there shouldn't be this many cars out here on this gravel road. Why don't they pocket car everywhere? They can't pocket car on a gravel road. Who's parking on a gravel road? It's a gravel road. Who built a parking lane into this? It's a gravel road. Where? Do you know a lot of gravel roads that have parking on them? On both sides? And when they do you park directly behind some guy? Are you that guy? Don't be that guy. So I'm a I want to make this work, and I'm going to have to come back to this because spacing stuff out like this is tough. And especially when we get repetitive assets like this. That one in particular, there's two buildings. Okay, there's three. As I zoom out, there's three. Okay, we got this one. The little T-shape, there's the little oil house igloo in the back. Okay. And then we got this thing with the windmill. Oil house igloo, windmill. Igloo, igloo. Different house. Two different houses because of the shape of this rock messed up the lot. Igloo, 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 windmill. Windmill, windmill, windmill. Like, come on, man. I know, like I did 4x4 lots. Okay, my fault. Cause right, like as soon as we did something, this was a 3x4, and then this got shrunk down because of this rock. But like, there's gotta be more variation than that. Come on. Is that just me that's disappointed there? Do I really have to do that many different sizes? Okay, we'll see what that does. Gabriel says, whenever I build the city in Cities Skylines, my happiness drops. Your happiness, personally? If so, I would find a different game. If you're talking about your citizens. Exactly. AC, same page. Right? Yeah, I mean, I may not even be the best to tell you about happiness. Residential happiness. This is much easier on PC. There's a nice little mod that shows you like the service coverage of every service for a building. Like how well is it covered by education, by healthcare, by death care. All those things matter to happiness. And when you think about commercial happiness versus office and industrial happiness, it's the things that they need for business. So like, is industry located near a cargo train? Is residential located near a dog park? All those things contribute to the happiness of that particular district. I haven't particularly cared about it. But talking about the citizens, yes, that's good. So you don't need to find a new game. Not yet, at least. Okay, we are on, not Meteor, but we are on Collapse. The cemetery is honestly just for decoration at this point. But it looks good. I think. I don't know. Did you fill all 5 cemeteries to unlock your buildings? What? I don't know what building you unlock for that. I did a lot of them. I did all the uniques to unlock the monuments that I wanted. That's all I know. Where am I? Collapse. Collapse, please. Okay, that is going to mess me up. Artemis is online this late. That better be. It's probably Apple Buddy. It's my wife signing in to play Disney Dreamlight Valley as my daughter, ranking her up, getting her something. What did I do? I collapsed the cemetery and I didn't put the cemetery back yet. There we go. Okay. So if those are filled, we must have another cemetery that's almost full. This is just over here temporarily. I'm going to move into this house once it's all said and done. I wish we could build around this a little bit better. It's a little wild how it... I gotta find a way to build the landscape around this properly, because this isn't it. This is not how you do it. Like right next to the traffic park and the amusement park. Amusement park is not really fleshed out. It's just kind of all crammed in here. The plaza looks okay, and the concentration of gift shops near the entrance very, very, very important, as we see here over in the zoo design. The zoo's hopping. The zoo seems to do really well. How's the traffic coming in and out here? That's also doing okay, I guess. Do we still have wheelchair gangs? Wheelchair and moped gangs at the zoo? This is their spot. Do I have public transportation in the city? Yeah, I have some. Not a lot, but enough. We are doing 90% traffic. This one always gets me. I don't know why. I use this as an outro. It's a great little West Coast jam. I don't know why it gets me every time. I want to bump it every time I hear it. I'm sorry. Okay. So public transport wise, I got a couple bus lines that are really just school buses. And those are to make the, here you go, to make the elementary and high school look busier by having buses come in and out. Perfectly proving my point right now. They're all bottling up. This is great. So we got a little bit of bus moving people around. What else do we got? We got metro and an airport, and that's it. So the airport is just the transportation ticket center. This is the Metropolitan Airport that comes with Sunset Harbor. Disaster response unit next to the countdown for Cities 2. Appropriate. Woo, that's a spicy one. That just looks hot. Did the sunken highway in here. I think it came out all right. I got to work on trimming down the buildings there and redoing the landscape a little bit, but what's with the GTA music? I use this for an outro, and every time it comes up I bump it because I love it. It is very like West Coast hip hoppy though, so if it makes you think Los Santos or San Andreas, for sure. When you almost clicked the super chat, oh my god. Okay, before I forget, volume down on the, it's background music again. It's background music again. Okay. All right. Do I have I think I have all the DLCs. I'm missing a couple radio stations, but I've got everything else. How do you make the sunken highways? Woo! Patience, my friend. So I'll show you the quick way to do it. Now, you'll notice I have 2-lane highways. That's mass transit DLC. You're going to need to recalculate and refigure this all out. Because they messed up something with the roads on console, definitely remastered. Roads that fit together before don't fit together the same way. So if you follow, I think it's Imperator's tutorial, it won't quite work. You need to downgrade the roads to 2-lane roads instead of 3-lane roads. It's just stupid. Like they messed up the roads fairly recently. So here's how you do that though, real quick. So get a nice flat spot of road. Come over into the waterways here and get yourself a standard canal. Put that canal down straight. And then what you're going to do is you're going to grab roads and build yourself a little barricade around it. So you're going to snap like 1 unit away. Like that. You're going to fill this with water now. Actually, I think you're supposed to, do I have to fill it before I Do I have to fill it before I put the roads up? Let me see. So you could do the, what do you call it? The outlets. You could do sewage if you want. That's totally fine if you want to do that. You could also not pollute. So if you wanted to if you wanted to put this in here, you could. So, come on. No, that. Okay. So you drain some water in it. You fill the whole thing up with water. I'm not going to take the time to do that. When the thing is filled up with water, you can delete this. Delete the canal. You won't see any water. You got to pause the game. Pause the game to do this. I forgot to mention the pause. So you got all this water. It's like hanging out under the ground. And then what you have to do is you kind of have to lower. You just have to kind of have to make a guess. You lower it down like somewhere around there. It takes a little bit of guesswork. Like once you get it the first time, you'll be able to do it easy. And then you just flatten everything out. You'll have a bunch of water there. And now that you have water there, it will let you place a key wall, basically snap to that road the same distance that you had the canal. It's a pain in the butt, but once you get it going, it's not too bad because you can just keep running the water down the highway essentially. The downside to it, the thing that really sucks, why can I not even find it, is if you accidentally come in here, let's say you're cleaning up roads, you're deleting a road, you're deleting a tree, whoops, I delete this segment, you have to flood it again to refill it. So if you find Imperator's got a good tutorial on exactly what I just talked you through, but what you will find is the roads do not work on console remastered the same way anymore. And if you have mass transit DLC, you're okay. You can downgrade it to 2-lane highways and you're good. But that is how I got this sunken highway in here. Like you could just sink the highway, sure. And you can see where I've fixed the terrain and where I haven't, where some trees have bled in here and there. But it's got a pretty cool look. You do have to carve out a pretty sizable chunk of it anytime you want to get an exit. But it's got kind of a cool look to it, I think. It trails off up here. Highway comes up the hill quite a bit. I can smooth this out a little bit more. Try to be, pretty smooth with the height changes. I can tell that there's a game happening soon because this traffic doesn't get backed up otherwise like that. Will the water will evaporate by itself? No, good question. You can suck it up though. So you can take a water pump and just drop it on the key wall and suck up all the water. So I wouldn't have a road there yet. You can just drop it, suck up all the water. Just make sure the water that you use comes from a freshwater outlet, Natural Disasters DLC, or if you use sewage, that's fine. Just make sure when you water pipe to suck it up, this is not connected to the rest of your city. Otherwise, you're going to have a bad time. Adia, what's going on? Welcome. Dorm shopping. Holy no. Yeah, AC's ranked in chat finally, right? About time. I'm pretty sure you're probably sure you would have been one most of the time you're here. You just weren't getting credit for it. So that is Sunken Highway. How are we doing over here? I added some extra buildings and they didn't get smoothed out yet. That's eventually a thing I will worry about, but I wanted to make sure we had enough coverage over here as the city continued to grow, that we had enough room for, I guess I went a little overboard. We have 4,900 students and capacity for 8,300. It's a little nuts. I kind of feel like this is a really chill instrumental and I want to just kick back for a minute here. I gotta get the budget going on this. If you're tuning in late, like Adia, no problems. Life happens. But I was saying earlier, I didn't get to grind the city much. Like I had been making like 100 million a week for a couple weeks, and then I had vacation. And then this week I was grinding Minecraft instead of this, and I realized too late that I could grind both games at the same time because one's on console, one's on PC. But I'll get there. I'll get back to it eventually. I am, for those of you that would normally be tuned in, I am not around next week because it is daddy-daughter weekend. Apple's off to a bachelorette party. So we got all kinds of fun stuff planned. Games, food, movie night, sleepover with the dog. Although the first thing I said when I was like, you want to do a sleepover? We'll do a late movie and a sleepover. And she's like, I don't know. Can I get earplugs? Because you snore really loud. I hear you through the wall. I don't know if I can deal with it in the same room. I'm like, okay, whatever, kid. Whatever. Kid will sleep through just about anything. Tell me about my snoring. Get out of here. Get out of here. Daddy-daughter weekends are so cute until she said the earplugs. Yeah. We still get some fun stuff planned. We get some silliness in the Minecraft realm we're going to get up to. We might make a trip to the planetarium. We didn't get to do it. We went to the Museum of Science for her birthday. We didn't get to go to the planetarium. And she was very sad about that. And I love the planetarium, so. Trolley buses. I don't know. Trams over trolley buses, just from a capacity standpoint. Dad snored so loud I could hear him upstairs, and I was in the basement. My grandfather was a very loud snorer, and like it could shake. Like you could feel it across the hall upstairs. Like they were in the bedroom. Like when I would stay over, like across the hall, and the guest bedroom is across the hall on the top floor, and like you could hear it through the wall. To be fair though, like we didn't really know about white noise back then, so I didn't start sleeping with a fan till like the 90s, late 90s. How's the pool party? Pool party was good. I got more sun in one day than I got in 6 months. I am still a little bit red. I was gonna say I don't know if it comes through on here, but it comes through. I cut away just in time for Will Smith, no. Edge of Map Fog. But anyways, I feel very red. Like it's not as bad as I was. Like I was in like this territory. I was in like that territory a couple days ago. But you know, like I still feel very red. Got a little time in the pool today, but not the 6 hours that I got on the pool party day. Will Smith is appropriate there? Okay. Look at that homunculus. They're waiting for the bus. There's little parts of that look so good. Like if you ignore the parts that you know aren't finished, it's coming along. Like that theme park in the background is just a bunch of nonsense pasted together. It's so unfortunate that otherwise that fairly decent intersection gets all clogged up. Those assets are nice together. I think it's the department store and what the heck is the other one? Okay. Let's check in on a park or two because we could always use the beautification. I gotta figure out what to do over here. I'm not comfortable doing this on stream, but that definitely got some more variation in there. I gotta be careful not to repeat the 3x4 too much now. But we got some different colored houses, some different shapes going. We'll plant some trees and some props and some different things. Where can I find your tutorial playlist? I'm not sure. I don't know if there's just a tutorial playlist. There's like a how-to playlist, but they might be spread out across a couple different series, honestly. There's a lot of stuff out there, but I'm just thinking about what a big pain in the butt it's going to be to come back in here and historic all these buildings at level 4. I feel that there is a how-to as well, but I could be wrong, Adia. They're definitely on there, though. You can search channel pretty good on most of the YouTube UIs. So if you go to my channel page and search from there, there's a little search bubble. And mobile does it as well. You should be able to search like just content on my channel if you want to look for it. And if you do like how-to or tutorial, and I keyworded a lot of stuff. So if you're looking for like garbage, healthcare, education, there's a whole episode on that. Or, you know, zoning, uniques, you name it, you could probably find it. I really like everything that's going on down here. I wish I could zoom out and still get to all the detail. That would be nice. Look at the two of you. Did you land on the same playlist? Is the question. I gotta check. How to start your city updated for 2020. Hold on. Wait. I'm gonna change the name of that playlist right now. Updated for 2025. Because technically the playlist name was updated. Is that cheating? Okay, no, Adia got the same one. Okay. Nice job. Okay, well, you got the most recent link because it's 2025 now in the title of that playlist. It's perfect. I gotta update the thumbnails next. So little has changed. The only thing that is different about most, like, basic... Oh, do I gotta get the bug zapper out? I got a bug in here. I got a mosquito. The problem with summertime pool, my office being on the external wall. Mobile doing your best. It was pretty quick. Where I was going somewhere with something and I forgot because this is kind of a banger. It probably wasn't important. I really like what's happening over here. Like, this is very much a part of the campus build. This whole section of the highway, like it's not done yet. We still need to round out the trees in the highway. We got some path options coming up through here so people can connect in some different ways. I feel like this should connect through here. But we can change all those things. This is such a great asset. This one stops me every time. The water looks a little flat, but it's such a great little asset. Hotels and retreats, that one. Okay. How's this all doing? There's a lot of different things happening on the highways here. So I've got a all highway, all 3-lane trumpet flowing fine. We've got the Parklow doing all right. I want to give you a pro tip that I've mentioned, I think, in a how to deal with traffic without mods video. But a very key thing, so important for dealing with traffic, right? Like, because where are we at? 90%? 90% traffic, 100,000 people. How are we doing that? So if we look at the districts, like take this district right here, for example. Some might pronounce it the Colline Francese. But essentially, we've got a couple things here. The important one is called Old Town. So you paint the district. You go into that district-specific policy, not citywide, but the district. And over on city planning, you come down to Old Town. Only residents and businesses can use the area for motor vehicles. Ban other motor traffic. So I can't drive from my house in the Colline Francese through Franklin Hills to go work in the Manor District. Not that I would, because it's all residential. But I can't do that. I can't drive a car through here if my destination is not the Old Town district. So that right away keeps a lot of people out of cars. They're going to force themselves to do more mass transit options. The trick, though, the thing to be really careful about is a business needs to get deliveries. So they need to get from the highway to here. So you'll notice that you can get from the highway into this zone. You can also do it from up here into this zone, and you can do it from the Parklow, right? So that Parklow also could dump out over here. This has that little car with the slashes, Old Town. And you can see I've got that in most districts, which helps reduce the traffic. But you got to be very careful, again, that you've got ways from the highway to your commercial businesses in that district. Did I not have Old Town up there? Yeah, I should. This is going to take some messing around with, though. I don't know exactly, like, low density is definitely not my thing. I'm gonna ask advice tomorrow. Actually, I don't know. I don't know if I'm supposed to spoil it, but I spoil things around here. Chatting with Egg tomorrow for his Patreon podcast, so that should be fun. I'll see if I get some tips on low density, even lower density detailing, because I'm just not comfortable with it. Biking helps too. I never do bikes. Everybody like, oh, when do we get bikes in cities too? I never do bikes. Never do bikes. What's better, Old Town or heavy traffic ban? Well, that's the thing, right? Like, I think Old Town does a really nice job solving it if you're careful about painting your districts. But again, I'm not banning heavy traffic. I want heavy traffic to come to this district. I just don't want it to go through another district to get there. So if you carefully align your districts and your arterial roads, right? Like I've got very occasional intersections. We've got, this becomes the commercial strips with the residential in behind it. So there's ways that you can reduce that traffic, still give people the access that they need. But you do have to be careful with Old Town, because although it can be amazing for saving you on traffic, it can also shut down your businesses if they can't get deliveries. If you see not enough goods all of a sudden, you probably don't have a way for them to get there. Also, one other thing to keep in mind is if you ever see the not enough goods error and you have the industries DLC, you need to do this. You need to put a warehouse somewhere in your map set to zoned industry goods and set to fill. As long as there are goods, until this thing is filled, it won't export anything. So none of your businesses that are looking for goods are going to have local industries say like, oh, I'm just going to sell this to somebody off map. You don't want that. You want them to give them to the businesses that don't have enough goods. And that is the way that you solve that. It's a weird little glitch. If you have industries, this is the quickest way to fix it. One warehouse somewhere in your city does it. But you can also do like one of those per major zone. I think I've got one. Where do I got one? I got one here. And I feel like I have one. Are they turned on? I got one over there. Oh yeah, here's the other one. The other one's over here on this side of the river. So I got a couple of those going. And they're never filled, but it also, like, it means that we never export goods that they're waiting for. Like if we look at, let me see, if we look at import exports, outside connections, export, like we're not exporting a lot of stuff actually. We are more, not the generic, but the industry specific ones are getting exported. We export, you can export mail? How does that work? I mean, I guess in practice, right? Yeah, you're exporting mail theoretically, but like, is that really an export? So you're sending mail, dude. It's not, you're not an importer exporter. You're postman. That's okay. You're importing, exporting out of the city. Like, I mean, come on. We can't lump mail in with that. I mailed you some fish. It goes slow freight. It'll be there in 3 weeks. There's no ice, by the way. Enjoy. Wait, did I put the post office down in the beginning? No. Never. Never did I. or make sure not to not to Old Town your commercial. You can though. You can, as long as there is highway. And that's what I've been trying to get better about doing. Like you can see the veins of this one more, you know? This is the view that I like over here. Now the shore, the port over here is not done yet. This is the mess. And the city over here, like this is all going to get folded together right here. This needs work. And there's going to be like a train yard kind of back over this way somewhere. But with all that in mind, come over here with me and we'll put this mountain, we'll hide a little bit of it right there. But it's starting to take shape. Pretend the docks down there are done, you know? This is going to get pretty fleshed out. I'm liking how it's starting to fill in. Slowly but surely. Yes, you did. I told you to, I think. Okay. Exported some fish. Yeah, absolutely. You got to export the fish. Blur the dock area. I could just finish the dock area, right? I mean, that's another option. Could do that too. Man. You can see where these rivers converge and the poor little fishing boats just cruising upstream. Like, imagine the horsepower to get that fishing boat upriver like that. That doesn't even make sense. Blur is easier. Don't finish it, just blur it. Photoshop it. How about the title of tonight's stream, everybody? So, I'm in an unofficial Discord with some of the other Cities creators, and we joke around. Egg got a YouTube AI will like suggest a video topic, and it's basically the title of tonight's stream without the remastered part. But the best mods for creating a no mod city and unmodded Cities Skylines Remastered. Thanks, AI. That's a great suggestion for a video. Right on top of that. Okay, so if we ignore that horrible slant to the river, it's a perfect title. Well, that's the first thing I thought, AC, like, because a couple of people were like, my God, that's one of the silliest things I've ever heard of. And I was like, honestly, I was going to steal it because it sounds exactly like one of my stream titles. So, yoinked. I see a fire. No big deal. They're already there. Look at that. Fire. Look, they didn't even have a chance to get there because the helicopter already put it out. Too easy. Why is that skyscraper doing that? Did we see that skyscraper flickering near Central Park? Okay. Oh, wow. That texture loads in very late. We don't need that negativity in chat. Oh my God. Look at this place. Absolutely bopping. Oh my goodness. Hey, we're going to Central Park, everybody. How did we get there? We got there by train. We can't, yes. We came in via the train. 1 time speed. Everybody's moving so fast. Slow down, everybody. Okay. Don't mind Harold. This is the moment. This is his moment when he retires. But everybody be cool. It's a robbery. No, don't. Okay, never mind. He was gonna rob the truck, but he'll just do the park instead. Okay, so little Central Park. gravel paths here. We've got some of the park objects. The statues in here. How much is it too open for the giant apartment buildings on either side? Does it need more trees? I think it works. It's not, you know, it's not New York. It's not Central Park. We don't have that kind of space. Which one? Wait, which financial districts? The metro station? Metro station's Positive Promenades. Wait, what am I missing? What do I gotta go back to, Adia? I got lost. Oh, the armored truck in the game. Oh, it's gotta be, right? Oh, yes. No, it is, because I put a bank building in the city. And I think armored trucks are a thing. Unlock banks to improve the crime rate. They're basically police vehicles. Which really doesn't make any sense, because like if you had trucks full of money driving around your city, you're probably going to increase the crime rate. Let's be honest. Another DLC you might buy, get out. They're on sale right now. Okay. Adia. Let's talk. DLCs are on sale right now. You don't own some of them. Which ones don't you own? And let's prioritize. Because I hesitate to believe that financial districts is at the top of that list. Unless the only thing on that list is financial districts, then yes, it could be at the top of the list. But financial districts is not one of those ones. Literally, like my review and recommendation was PC thumbs up, console thumbs down. They have improved it a little bit. They have made it so time can pass while you're looking at stocks. The buildings are particularly ugly, I will say. They're pretty bad. They're not a good-looking office building, in my opinion. You don't own anything airports on. Okay, chat. Like we're solving this problem for Adia right now. Hold on. We're saving. We're making a backup save just because I don't know when the last time. Is the last time I saved July 11th? Don't mind me. I've definitely had the game running in the background a little bit here and there. Not a lot, but I definitely forgot to save last week. Okay, okay. What's the easiest way to do this? I mean, is it right here on our screen? You've got Park Life. You've got Industries. You've got Campus. I don't feel strongly about airports because I haven't built one yet. Although if you just look at this thing on the screen, how cool is this? And is this not like a big airport around you that has maybe a double-decker arrivals and departures approach? Like that is, it's very cool. I love that. I do love that. So airports could be okay. The thing about airports, the awesome thing about airports are these aprons that Kung finally was like, dude, just go to the menu and click on the thing. AC was good about keeping me up on it too. But like these are great for like doing exactly what you see over here, right? Like if I want to make a big concrete plaza, and that's a lumpy one. Don't mind the lumps. It's not the lumps that we're demoing. It's the apron stickers. So those can be really useful. That's like right there, airports DLC. That might be worth the cost on the tin. The other thing that's really useful is this airport painting tool, which will flatten massive areas at once. So if you are interested in flattening an area, it's way faster to make it an airport area than it is to use the tiny little landscaping brush. Got the hotels, but I don't know how to use them. Okay. We can talk through that. I only unlocked them all in Plainville. and then I haven't been back. The hotels, though, have some of the coolest park assets. And I think that's what Adia is referring to, is if we come in here, are they just in with the parks? Yeah, they're right here. Tourism and leisure. And you can see, like, when you click into these buildings, this is that little flower icon in the top left, the gold and blue. That is Hotels and Retreats DLC. And when you put one of these buildings down, like when we put Tiny Playground down, there are a couple different variations. So you can go into the building, and I wish they did this with more assets, and you can choose, like, well, which variation do I want? Do I want the one with the single half basketball court, which is honestly only good for practicing free throws? Kind of stupid. You got this little playground set. You got variation. There's a soccer net. Again, you can practice your shot from straight on. Anyways, there's variations to these buildings, so that when you come here and drop some of the other ones down, you get these 4 different tiny parks. You get, this one's nice, the park with birches. I think this is the one that we used over at the campus. That's a great one. The water does look a little flat, but overall, really nice asset. So Hotels and Retreats is good for some of those things, right? Like, these are all Hotels and Retreats assets. The tourist parks, I have some of those in Central Park. Central Park over here. So, like, these are all these 4 buildings essentially on the center. There's one repeat, but the way I staggered them, the repeat's diagonal. But it gives us this nice, like, heavily foot trafficked area, some plazas and shopping and some different stuff going on there. So these are really great. Like, I think the Hotels and Retreats one is worth it just for those assets alone. Now, if you want to play the Hotels and Retreats game over here, you will unlock different ones as you go. You've got the budget hotel, the rental cabin, and the hostel. Now, it kind of shows you a little bit. It's not the most intuitive system. So, like, if you look at this building, it's got those different sliders. It's got a little camera, a briefcase, some mountains, and a little shopping bag. And when you go to put the building down, you can actually see, like, up in the top, one of those things at a time. It's really stupid. It's like, you have to remember, like, what's the most important one? I care about business and shopping when it comes to the budget hotel. So when I go to place the budget hotel, I want to place it where there's, like, a nice confluence between shopping and business. So like right over here, like, they would love this spot over here. Well, actually not right there. Maybe right here. Like, right here's a pretty good spot for the budget hotel. Space already occupied by something, whatever. Oh, there's a metro station there. So, like, whatever, we got a hotel there. And you just do the same thing with the others. So you would drop in the rental cabin someplace where nature is the most important thing. So you want it, off to the side. We would love it off next to the water in the woods, something like that. Of course, it has to be zoned, so I can't place it out there. Now, as you go into the different hotels, the way that you unlock the next thing is by having a weekly hotel profit of 1,000. Now, you do that by having, say, all 3 of these hotels going at once. It doesn't have to be one hotel that's making it. And when you go into any property, you can change how much you're charging for it as well. Now, the more you charge, the less likely some guests will come in, but you'll generally get it pretty full, and you can max it out fairly quickly. So you just do that a couple times. I wish they gave you a better system for placing them. That is the thing that is confusing. But just pay attention to what's most important, in this case, the camera. So they want to sightsee at the hostel. So again, you can look at those 4 different things when you're placing, and they're all important. but some of them are more important for certain hotels than others. And knowing and realizing that is very key. Having them close to, well, whatever the important thing is, the shopping, the sightseeing, the leisure, whatever, but also next to mass transit options, like smack next to this metro station is a great way to do that. So, okay, so financial districts, like, wait a minute, hold on. Adia, do you have plazas and promenades? We're the whole stream is on hold. Do you have plazas and promenades? And if not, you need to go buy that immediately. Okay, thank God. Oh my God, thank God. Whew. Okay, so you got plazas and promenades. We got that out of the way. I don't know. I don't know if I could justify financial districts. So what is financial districts? This building right here, which is fully upgraded. When you get it, it's just like, it's the little part in the bottom, and then you upgrade it and it adds this brick part, and then it adds this part, and then it adds the top part and puts a Bitcoin logo on it. Cause I think crypto was popular when they did this asset. Okay, so you're only missing airports and financial districts. The problem with airports, there's a cool tool. There is a great apron thing that we can drop on there. It's a huge space commitment. And if that's good enough and you already paid for it in Sunset Harbor, that's a really cool asset. It's got helicopter stops built in. It's got 2 metro stations and a parking lot built in. I think it's very decent for the size city that you would build on console. I think this is fine. This is the Metropolitan Airport from Sunset Harbor. If that's enough for you, I don't like Edge of Map Fog. Is it important enough to get airports to commit an entire tile to that? Maybe. You can do some really cool things. Like there's some cool terminals and like that whole, top deck, bottom deck, arrival, departure. Logan's very flat for the most part, but the old international terminal was like that. So if you were going out or coming in, it would be whether you were on the top level or the bottom level. Instant Edge of Map Fog. And we just went from Edge of Map Fog to Edge of Map Fog. I don't know if you noticed that cut. But we got 2 in a row there. Edge of Map Fog grooving tonight. So yeah, so Adia, I don't know, so financial districts. You ready? I'm gonna show you financial districts. We have a lot of demand. We're gonna go paint a little district somewhere. Where can we paint a district? Let's paint a district. Let's paint a district over here temporarily. Just temporarily. A district. We'll do it up here. We'll do it right here. Okay, so this district, we go into the office tools, and for offices, we say that offices are financial. Higher tax income, further increased by proximity to the stock exchange and international trade building. Decreases office building happiness. So you're decreasing happiness to make more taxes. And if you put it next to these 2 buildings in particular, the bank that you upgrade later and the main stock exchange building, so you would have a little financial district all in close proximity. We're not doing that here though. We're just doing some nonsense. So we've made some space over here. I just want to show you these buildings because they are, in my opinion, some of the most atrocious assets in the entire game. 3 times speed. We got to turn stoplights off. Okay, Mill District up here. Okay, here, they're moving in. They're moving in. These are offices of the financial district type. And as they upgrade too, like the same thing that happened over here, the same thing that happened over here, like the bill, and this is kind of what happened like in Wall Street in New York. Like you've got these old buildings from the 1800s. There's a colonial structural framework under there, and they built an office building on top of it. It happens. It absolutely happens. And essentially, that is the look of these buildings, is office buildings bolted on top of other buildings. It is the look of this district. So, like, yeah, you might get some nice ionic columns every once in a while. But what you're mostly going to get is what looks like a child took some Legos and stacked them on top of an existing Lego city that someone spent an awful lot of time on. That's financial districts. Now, there is a mini game in financial districts, which was so broken when it came out. It was like offensive that when I asked, what can I talk about? What can I talk about? I asked a question as the only console creator at the time in the Discord. And I don't think that's going out on a limb to say that, because name me another Cities console player. Go ahead. I'll wait. While you're thinking about that, I'll try and remember what I was talking about. So Financial Districts was so broken when it came out. And I posed a question. I was like, I must have this wrong, because the only way I can look at the stock prices is to pause time. That's not correct, is it? That's not how it works, is it? And like no one else knew on console. I was like, oh no, okay, yeah. Oh, so you guys go here on PC? Yeah, that doesn't work. So we had to like pause time to look at the stock price. It was really annoying. So again, you can kind of see like all these are lower level buildings, but I don't know. Like, there you go. Like, that is honestly it's a very common look. I'm not a fan of it, but it's not an unrealistic look. Cause like you had this building, early 1900s maybe. And then, 1980s, maybe they bolted an office building on top. Like, but that's the general look. How do you play financial districts? Okay, well, you paint a district and it changes your office behavior and look, at least wherever that district is. You have things like the banks and the armored cars, which are police vehicles effectively, and this giant stock exchange building. So what's the stock exchange get you? Come on over into info views and look for the Bitcoin. Kong, what's up? I don't know. You missed a whole lot. It's general rambling. Nothing that you wouldn't have expected. I spent like 15 minutes on the starting stream soon page, so Okay, here we are in the financials. So stock exchange, I get a tax bonus if it was on. It's turned off. Oh, no, can I even do this right now if it's not turned on? No? Okay, so I have to turn the building on. Back into info views. We can go to details now. Except, so now time is passing. The time didn't used to pass. Now, here's where things get really weird. Okay, look at the different things you can invest in. I can invest in healthcare, death care, oil, ore, I don't have those industries, so I can't invest in them in my city. That's fine. What can we invest in, right? We'll stick with healthcare. What actually is very volatile? Forestry is pretty volatile. We'll stick around forestry for a bit. We'll wait till it drops. I'm going to wait till it goes below 2,900. Great timing. And we will buy 1,000 shares. Now, what you could do is you could underfund something. I should have sold right away. We could underfund something to drive the value of it down, to then buy the stock, to then overfund it, to then drive the price up. It's stupid. Or you could play this little mini game where you just wait So like I bought it at a low price. I want to sell it at a high price. I'm going to wait till it goes above 32. And you can see like it's rubber banding all the way up and down pretty fast. So we'll wait for a minute. We'll wait for another minute. I mean, like, whatever. I don't care. I'm going to make 350,000 here. Okay, I'm going to make 294,000. And I'm going to sell it. Like, I just made a couple 100,000. Yay! That was so fun! The gameplay is riveting. I don't even know what to say. I don't even know what to say. Like it's not exciting gameplay. 719 for financial, 1169 for airports. So, uniques wise, maybe financial, because you get the small bank, a little community bank. You get some plazas and stuff too, I think. So like you get this little community bank. That's cute. You get this one. So those are pretty cool. You get the banks, and then you have the actual stock exchange itself, which again looks like that at the start. And it goes through 4 upgrades. You can literally see them, like the original stock market building, the bricks, the office, the tower. There's a little bronze cow and panda. There is this elevated plaza, which is a really beautiful little structure. And this little underground garden plaza, which is really cool as well. I don't think you can actually go down there, but it's kind of a cool look. And then the actual International Trade Building, Center of Finance, Financial District office buildings pay higher taxes when close to the International Trade Building. So it really does pay, like they want you to build a tiny little tight district with this. Of course, on the airport side of things, they want you to build a giant, massive airport. So if they're the only two you don't have at this point, I mean, like whatever. But it is like, yes, Adia, I think if I was going to make, if like I was going to box a copy of Financial Districts, I would put that on the tin. Quote, that is such an ugly building, LOL. Cities, financial districts. That's the review on the can. For real. Level 1's the best version, right? Yeah, it's unfortunate that you have to upgrade it. But yeah, so I have it turned off right now. Like I honestly think at one point I was like, oh, I'd like to have a little neighborhood that has financial districts and stuff. And then I remembered what the buildings looked like. And you can actually see they've upgraded. So like they're no longer office buildings on top. So these have actually changed a bit. Like these are okay. Like if you historical a bunch of these, like this looks like Southie in Boston. This looks like Summer Street, basically. The BCEC, like the whole street is probably that same era. So like, there are phases in here when it's okay, but there's a lot of ugly buildings in this DLC, and the gameplay is just, it's like outright atrocious. You're making offices less happy to make more money. Okay. I mean, like that's a little too on the nose for capitalism, but what can you do? This is Matt Large, really? Interesting. I would not have guessed. Epidemic Sound, as always, as usual. I think I did a stream within the last couple weeks, and I was like, oh, let's get nostalgic, and we'll break out some Harris Heller stream beats. And man, they ding you for copyright now. There's a thing called revenue sharing, so now they don't have to steal it all from you; they just share it. Thanks for announcing that now. But Epidemic's been good. I was playing a lot of in-game music for a bit, and in-game burned me as well. Something that was not supposed to be claimed was claimed, and I don't even care. I just don't even care to fight it. They can, honestly, like Paradox can have it. They need the more money more than I do. Oh man, I gotta get back into swinging things. I'm sorry, everybody. Oh, excuse me. Okay, let's empty this guy. I remember earlier thinking like when we had to empty the other two, like I was like looking for this one and this couldn't find it on a quick scan. Poor broke Paradox. I know, right? I don't know. I'm gonna have to work on a documentary. But I don't know. I feel like they haven't told us the date for the last DLC yet. And I feel like they're going to announce that and the closure of the studio at the same time. Because like if you aren't generating momentum for this game at this point, what are you doing? What else are you working on? And like let's be honest. What are they? Let's pretend you're one of the executives, right? Let's pretend we're there at the office for a day, and we would like to ask the workers a question. Throw those questions in the chat. Like, what would you ask the CO and Paradox team if you could ask them any question? I would probably just have one question, and it's, what the fuck are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? Does anybody talk to other, like, do people coordinate at the office? Because like you're telling me like, oh yeah, we're working on console. We're working on the game. Are you? It's still at a 52%. And you got one DLC coming out before the end of the year. You don't even have a date for it yet. What questions the fuck were you thinking? There's a pretty remarkable story in there. The funny parallel, I think, right? Jenny Nicholson did a great 4-hour video on the failure of the Star Wars hotel. And she does this great line at one point, and you know, she's like subtly referring to the Titanic, but then talks about the Star Wars Galactic Cruiser hotel. You know, it's a space cruise effectively, and mentions something like the first time a luxury cruise liner has ever been indicative of the hubris of man. And I just feel like it's like such a parallel to what happened with Cities Skylines, because it's like, okay, EA has SimCity and they ram it into the freaking ground. So Cities Skylines comes along and does the exact same thing. They're like the white knight in shining armor for, you know, a brief window. I think a lot of the community didn't realize how heavily they relied on the mods in the community to support it. And it is so clear that they didn't understand that. They didn't think to build that stuff in, because their approach was, oh, the community will just support it again. Like, no, you got to build that crap into your game. Yeah, hire the people that make your game playable. I think that was a disappointing thing too, because like they did hire a couple people, but not to do what you would think that they would be doing. Not to provide the expertise that they provided to the community and to the game externally. So I don't know what the whole point of some of it was. It's unfortunate because like there's so much potential. There are a lot of people that want a good city builder in 2025. And if you're on console, the best that you have is Remastered that came out in 2023. And it's unfortunate because like it is a cash grab remaster of the console edition. Like, it's better. It's wonky as hell. It's still wonky because you didn't really care about finishing the game. You cared about getting it out the door on time so that you could charge people for Cities Skylines too. But then you didn't realize what a cluster mess you made of your own game on PC, and you thought you could develop it for the first time on console. Like, when are they announcing that cancellation? When are they announcing the console cancellation? Why are they so afraid to say that we can't do it? Because they can't do it. They're pushing out a 52% PC game. What do you think that same team is going to do with their first console game? You think it's going to be as good as 52%? You think that's what they need right now? Companies need to stop pushing out broken stuff and let people finish their game. It was art at one point. It isn't anymore. That's the beautiful thing about indie games. Like, there's some really great indie games out there, and it still gives me such hope because they can be fantastic experiences, and they don't have to be the most well-rounded 60 hours of open world. Like, do I like the open world stuff? Sure. But a smaller open world that is well done is better than a world of any size that is not well done. Let's be honest. So I don't know, that's my rant. You know what we need? Wait, you know what I needed to do? Hold on, where is it? Where is it? I should just we'll just record Hope Core rants until I get something right. Where is it? I know I got it here somewhere. Hold on a second. There it is. This one? That's the one. Just gonna get the rant going over the Hope Core music. Seriously though, like what are we supposed to think as console players at this point? Hey, you know, Cities Remastered. You should buy it. Okay, we'll buy it. By the way, the Cities 2 is coming. You sons of bitches. Oh, but don't worry, we don't actually have a game for you. We'll take your pre-order money, but we don't have a game. We barely have a PC game at this point. But don't worry, we're going to develop our very first console game in-house with no external help. And without increasing the size of the team developing the game. And with at least half of the staff of the company devoted to marketing and other endeavors that aren't directly dev pipeline. But it will be fine. Tell the shareholders that, you know, the sequel's on the way and we can charge another boatload of money, $400 worth of DLC that fans will be debating on a stream 7 years from now which one they should buy next. Because they don't have two of them. But little did they know it was the ugliest buildings that they never got. What is going on right there? That looks like a bunch of Minecraft Alexes just got off a train. I'm sorry, like I'm trying to make a Hope Core rant happen here, but that was just disturbing. Something happened there. The background music and rant is sending me. This is what's called Hope Core, and traditionally you get like these really, epic inspirational speeches about your future and how you could do anything. But it's even funnier with just like a pissed off rant in the background. It's way better. Concert DLC, that's a good one. Yo, you can't have that. That would be way too demanding to be able to plop down a single building that has 3 variations. You can pay for the radio station though. We're gonna do a Hope Core stream one night. I'm just gonna loop this and rant. By the way, in case you're wondering, this song is called Dramamine by Flawed Mangoes. And it is the Hope Core meme, basically. Probably get claimed for that, but who knows? It was worth it because it sent the Dia, and that was all. That was all we were trying to do. Try to get some emotion out of that rant, and that song does it. Like, concerts is it's just a fun little thing. Tiny little DLC, drop in the game, good to go. I can't believe that wasn't something that they couldn't make. They couldn't make work for consoles. It seems lazy to me, if anything. Look at that zoo. It's pretty neat. It's a pretty nice looking zoo. Don't mind to say. What's the favorite thing you built? Favorite little structure? And if you're on the Discord, feel free to share it. tinyurl.com/move the mouse. Oh, man. Let me see here. Are we okay with a multi-stream? I gotta show off something. I did some work this week. I did one sign for my Minecraft world. I gotta do a second one now. Oh, is it? It's sharing on top of? I didn't even realize, like, it instantly went to... I didn't think it was gonna steal the show that quickly. Okay, let me show you real quick. See a city moving in the background still. Okay, family realm. Got a little potion shop. Come on now. At least pause that in the background. There we go. Okay, so I got a little potion shop going here. I haven't quite figured it out yet. It's hidden away and tucked away in the walls, but there is a, ouch, there is a portal in there. So it's a potion shop with a portal and a fireplace. Some of you may already know where this is going. This is the leaky cauldron. I don't know, I thought the sign came out all right. Can we can offhand that, right? I locked the map. But yeah, it came out pretty good. I enjoyed it. Man, what a pain in the butt that was, though. Holy cow. Let me take you over there. Ready? So we got the start of a little bookshop. And Creeper, we're going to sell the explosives over there. Over this way towards the perimeter. And we're not going to do the full perimeter. You don't need to do a full perimeter in Bedrock. But I did want to okay, load please. We don't want to fly into the void. We would like chunks to load, please. Thank you. So this is the start of what we're hollowing out here. It's kind of massive. But one of the reasons why we picked this spot is because there is a giant, absolutely giant cave system underneath. It's insanely huge down here. Okay, so over here, I got a little drop spot. Okay, over this way, you can see it starting to fade into view is the map, the sign for the leaky cauldron. It's so much work. It's stupid. But the nice thing is that now that I've got this framed out, anytime I need a black background, that part of the work is already done. You can see I turned the O in the leaky cauldron to a leaky cauldron. I think it came out pretty good. I've got this marked out just for making counting a little bit easier, where every 10 squares is a yellow, and that yellow it's like just outside the frame. So you can use it for reference. Makes counting a little bit easier. The trick is just placing all this. I mean, we were mental for considering it. I don't think so. Like I'm gonna knock it down to like 100 AC. Like I'm gonna knock it down to 100 and like make it a giant base storage sorting system. Basically built off of here. But I'm just basically gonna take it down to here. And then we'll carve out, I am gonna carve out the center chunk all the way down. So I think it's down to about 0 right now. And of course we gotta go down another 50, 60 from that. But there is a huge cave system underneath here. Graphics are flickering around a little bit. I don't know what's up with that. I did 2 add-ons because you can do add-ons now and still get achievements, which is cool. So the 2 things that I have installed is the Okay. The 2 things I've installed so far is the furniture add-on and this little handy dandy thing. Get lost, phantoms. It's a little glitchy. It hangs a little bit while it loads the chunks. Basically, you have these warp stones. You can use a wand to go to any 5 warp stones that you've set. Or when you're at a warp stone. Well, this is a really bad example. Let's try this again. Okay, we're good here. Let's sleep. Let's sleep. Live in the void now, exactly. Let's try that again. Let's try to go back to the barn. There's my ghast. Well, this is a really bad example. What the heck? What if I log? I should be in the mines when I come back. This is all survival PG, yeah. Yeah, so we're very much in endgame now. We have not. Okay, now that's working. We haven't done a beacon yet. Okay, there's the barn. Okay, so this is quickly getting overwhelmed for storage. Like we don't have a lot of room here. This is starting to get maxed out. But this is kind of where everything began. We found a really cool. We wanted to find a cool spot for my daughter. She's just turned 9. She loves the cherry trees, of course, because they're pink. And we found this cherry grove that had 1, 2, 3, 4 villages around it. So like what an overpowered spawn. We used that to create a villager trading hall for books. So we got all kinds of stuff happening down here. This was an iron farm at one point, hence the configuration. But we have since moved that over here now. We got my potion shop, the Leaky Cauldron. Rough start of a castle on the hill. That thing will get worked on. This is my daughter's Cherrywood house and spa. She's 9. That's the secret word to get in. Just thought it was so funny. Here's the spa. This chicken never leaves. He just loves it in here. She wanted records. So I got her, all the duplicates came over. But also, there's her little happy. She got the first happy ghast on the server. She also has, she was trying to come up with a name, and she wanted to base it off of a band or something. I was like, you want a pet shop? There's a group called Pet Shop Boys, and she's like, Pet Shop Girls. So her idea for a business, and it's not really about making money, it's about providing a service to people. But like, let's say you want a cat or a dog, she's gonna go get all the different cats and all the different dogs, and then you can breed whatever you want here. So that's kind of cool. That's the Pet Shop Girls place. I've been spreading the trees around a little bit. Like there's a lot more pink trees than were here at the start. This is where we got most of our automation. So this was a bamboo and sugarcane farm, but bamboo grows so fast that I just completely cut out a bunch of it in the meantime. Just a floating thing. Don't worry about that. This is my sheep farm. I've got the windows up just so I can tell. There's very rare occasions where the hoppers will break or stop moving. So it's nice to be able to see them collecting through there. Essentially, it's pretty simple. Once you know how to build one bay, you can build them all. And technically, once you build one of these, you can just do it 4 times over, one of each color. But essentially, the glass and grass is set up this way so that the grass will propagate as fast as possible, therefore causing the sheep to eat said grass. When that happens, it causes a change state that the observer notices, which then causes this to fire. So as long as you fill it up with shears every once in a while, you're good to go. I've actually recently redid this because I made them all black to do all the black background on the map that you just saw. And then I put the colored glass on top just to keep easier track of who's who. Don't really need that part. Redstone stuff can break along chunk borders, indeed. In fact, this one over here is on a bad border. So if you go too far away from this little function, this will break badly. This is a 0-tick farm. It's just so stupid. I'm surprised this didn't get patched. You're basically using 2 sets of pistons to change the state of that sand block. Like it's falling for just like a second, but it's not. And it causes, you do the same thing up here with the water where the water's there and then the water isn't. And that combination of moving the sand and changing the water causes everything, as you can see, to grow really fast. And then you feed that into some, what do you call it? Some composters, and you get a bunch of bone meal really, really easy. I forgot I had all the amethyst on me. I should go grab some glass real quick. I should stop crashing into stuff real quick. Let's see what we can do here. So if we grab, what do we got? 2 stacks. How much can we do? Tinted glass. That's not bad, but it's not enough. We'll keep going. I'm changing this to glass up here, or I'd like to change this all to glass up here. This is the creeper farm. I think there's 1 piece of carpet missing, which is okay. It basically is 3 floors that washes into that center. And the ceilings are just under 2 blocks high. So trapdoors on the ceiling. And then carpets prevent spider spawns. The ceiling prevents skeleton and zombie spawns, so only creepers can spawn in here. And then ends up being a lot of gunpowder. Although I do have a couple of spiders will spawn in there because I'm missing 1 piece of carpet, but it's not bad to get a little bit of string coming in. So I'm going to make this all tinted glass, which we need the amethyst for. And then I'm going to build some kind of structure. I did in one of my Java worlds, like almost like if you know Harry Potter, the Triwizard Cup, like the like the metal arms of the cup, like grabbing the crystal. I kind of want it to look like that at the end of the day. So the first step is making it all glass, and then there'll be like a structure like clasping it, essentially holding it up in the air. But that is the was kind of the generic mob grinder. There was a ladder going up there, then a water chute, and now obviously we can fly up there. So, although how awkward would that be if you ran out of gunpowder and then had to find a way to fly up there with no gunpowder? This is our little iron farm. Same sort of principle as before. We're creating, we're tricking the game into thinking there's a village down here. So there's a bunch of beds. There's a bunch of villagers and workstations, and there's no spawnable blocks. If we want cats, we can take out these top blocks, and it will spawn cats on those little slabs. But the cats got a little overbearing, so you can just hang out in here. This will spawn cats and come on, this will spawn cats and golems in here. And it shoves them over into the lava right there, and then drops everything in. And then the really nice thing about this is like you can I please? Okay. The nice thing about this is you can kind of wait anywhere around here, and it will grow. You'll get sheep, you'll get iron, you'll get sugarcane. You can grow tons of crops. This goes 3 layers deep on potatoes. I gotta automate this and set that up for villagers too, which I will at some point. This is why I haven't been grinding away the money in cities. I've been too busy. Oh, did I get too far away? Did I break it after saying like, hey, this thing, yep, this thing breaks if you go too far away? Well, that's fun. Do we have 2 pieces of sand? Well, that's fun. Oh! Woohoo! Okay. Did not mean to do that. Land up top, but it worked. Oh, I cruised right by it. Use the happy gas. Too slow. Too slow. Okay, so that is fixed. Can we do this? I'm gonna try not to forget to turn it off this time. Okay, that is working again. We'll turn it off so as not to break it. And we'll put the excess sand and kelp in here in case we need to reset it again. Oh, so my daughter's happy ghast is named Happy. My happy ghast is named Hogan. Does anyone get the reference? I would hope, but it's okay if not. This is my buddy Hogan. Where? I need you to get, I need a further away view, please. Wrong entrance, but entrance nonetheless. Yeah, I mean, it was, you know, smooth. Just almost died. Oh, speaking of, there's one tree over here. It's tough to pick up on. But there's a tree up here that suspiciously has the top of it shaved off. It's because my daughter crashed really hard into it flying and lost all her stuff at the top of the tree. And I had to like cut down to grab it, to throw it off to her. I could have cut the whole tree down, but we kind of left it up here as a monument to the accident. I got to do the S better. But this sign came out all right. Actually, now that I look at it up close, the K is pretty wonk too. Got to fix that. This is the bookshop. Literal slave labor. They're chained to the walls. Just sorting books. Doing their thing. Great deals on books here. We don't have prices. We recommend trades. So yeah, so this has been consuming some time. This has been really fun though. Getting all this stuff done. We got to expand this out a little bit. So what do we got here? The original village and farm, the fields. This is the first sugarcane, little cactus farm. My cocoa beans. This is the barn and the map wall where we are. Oh my god. I told Kanga in the chat. So I have this machine that does an amazing job. It does such an amazing job. I don't like I kind of want to show it, but also I know it could totally lag the server and crash it. So essentially there's an armadillo in here. You put the cactus down. When it gets hurt, it doesn't kill it. When it gets hurt, you hit it with the, what is it? Infestation. So when they take damage, they create a silverfish. The trap up above kills them really fast. If you use an oozing potion, that causes things that die to spawn 2 medium slime. And I was like, oh, okay, let's see how this works. So I let a couple hundred silverfish build up in the trap, and then I hit them with oozing. And then I put the kill switch on. And I made about 3,000 slime in 10 seconds. And they were all existing in the same square. And every time I punched one, like 30 would pop out on fire. But they would pop out like it's a 3-minute potion, but it took like 12 minutes of real time because the game was so slow, lagging the entire time. I got a ton of slime. Like, I don't have a slime farm. I think I've got over a row of slime from just that one 3-minute potion, but it almost crashed the entire game. Yeah. Like, I think like maybe I had a stack and a half, maybe. So I got like a full row of slime from a single 3-minute potion. So it's really effective. But my God, like, you're not supposed to do those two things in combination. Like, there's got to be a better way to do it, where I got to throw it like way at the end when there's only a couple left and just get some slime. Or build a slime farm. I should probably build a slime farm. But my God, it was a bad idea for a hot minute. I almost thought I crashed the server. I was pretty sure I was going to have to restore from a backup. So I'll black glass the creeper farm. What else? I got some ideas. I got to officially farm the amethyst. I want to put some pistons in to make it a lot easier. I don't know if does everybody have a Dick's Sporting Goods near them? I don't know if those are up in Canada. But I figured we needed a gear store. So I figured I would build a Dick's. Or to avoid any kind of copyright infringement, technically it's Rick's. So this is the site of the future Rick's shop. Do some work on the castle. Get the creeper explosive shop going. Yeah, we don't want copyright infringement, idea, you know? Okay, so that is Minecraft. I will be back with more of that soon for sure. There might be my wife is going for She's graduating in November, then going right back into her master's program. And I don't see a lot of her, so like, you know, I've been playing so much games. I've been meaning to maybe stream more. I don't know, like at this point, like there's probably going to be a Minecraft night because I've been playing it so much. I need to get back into Fallout soon. So badly do I need to get back into Fallout soon because the new season's coming, and I gotta do some digging around in there and get the feel for things, get some inspired for some new builds. I don't know if there's any real good content I can do around it. I refreshed my tutorial on settlements, which I think was important for a lot of people, but like there's not a lot that has changed in that game. But I'm hoping to get some cool builds going for season 2, get inspired to do some stuff. Store and Bass Pro Shops. Yeah, like I want to kind of like throw some different stuff in there. So like we've got the potion shop, which is a reference to Harry Potter. We've got her Pet Shop Girls, reference to the Pet Shop Boys. Like we just has some fun with it. There's nods to a lot of other things, and there's still a lot of things to happen in that world. It'll be fun. I think my wife, I really like early game survival Minecraft, but I like end game survival craft too. Like I like building a giant iron farm so that I can build a giant scale iron golem out of actual iron blocks. You know, like I like breaking the game in that regard. The Doc Pro Shop. There's so much room. There's so much room for shops and activities. So there'll be some fun ones coming to that build. I got to get caught up on Silent Whisper and see what kind of farming tech I've missed out on. Because like I've been playing so much. Well, I say it as if I've been doing it recently, but like most of my farming knowledge through like the last, definitely like 116, 117, 118, 119. Most of my farm knowledge there is Java based, which is like crazy different for some of the mechanics. So I got to look and see like what kind of farms we can do and just crank a bunch of stuff out. But essentially the whole point of that world was to give my daughter creative mode without putting it in creative mode. Like she can build anything she wants now. Like there's blocks for days. I do have to go on another run for Elytra and Wings because I need to get her some backups. She did lose up hair already. No idea where they went. I should turn on the gravestones add-on. That's a handy one. Everything just waiting for you with a map taking you back to it. So yeah, sorry, tonight I'm a little rusty on ideas. I am going to get back to grinding the city. I would like to get it to $1 billion, but man, it just seems so far off. But as I mentioned, I'm going to try and I might wrap a little early tonight, just because I don't know where to go from here. I'm going to try and get back on tomorrow night for sure. I mean, I know where I could go from here, which is to mess around Minecraft for a bit. That's where my brain is at. But like, tomorrow night, I'm probably going to try and get a stream going, but next weekend, daddy-daughter weekend, no streams next weekend. But there will be plenty of game-based shenanigans. What was I playing? It's The Hive. The Hive is a multiplayer server on Minecraft. They have all these kinds of modes. And I was thinking about getting like whatever Hive Plus is, because we could do private servers. And we could do like death runs and speed builds. Would you all be down? Who would be down for that? For like competitive Minecraft silliness. This would be regular Minecraft, crossplay capable Bedrock, not the Java version. But let me know if you would be interested in some of that. I think that would be really fun. Some of those modes were pretty cool. And we played a bunch of we played a bunch of it with randos online, but we also tried some of the private match 3-player stuff with just my wife, my daughter, and I. And it actually played Some of it played pretty well for just 3 players, so. Wouldn't be good at it, but you'd be down. Excellent. We could always use some more fools at the table. I mean, more enthusiastic participants. No, seriously, it will be fun. Okay, so get your bedrocks installed and updated. I'll ask Apple about the Hive stuff. I think I'll get a Hive Plus. I kind of want to do it on a night when she can help me set it up too, though, because like she'll just be so much better at it. But there's some other things that we can do as well. There's some cool mini games and like a diversity puzzle room thing. So I think we could do some of that stuff. Would be fun. No, you die first. Okay, let me see. Yeah, I'm kind of stumped. I'm kind of stumped for ideas. So I know I want Apple Joy too. It's so tough with her schedule is so crazy. I think she's got a little bit of time between graduation and going back for the masters. Like 2 months maybe tops, and it's during work too. But I will cherish every down moment before I don't see her again for 3 years. Okay, I'm gonna do it. Hold on. Let's get out of cities. Okay. Here, I'm just going to show you all what I'm talking about here. So if we go over here, the Hive, my daughter likes the Bed Wars and stuff like that, and I cannot take the stress of little children killing me in Minecraft. I can't handle it. Yeah, Minecraft itch has been taken over. Yeah. These are the best mods for creating a no mod city. Turns out they're in Minecraft. Come on, Hive. Yeah, I don't have access to the private servers like they do. I'll show you what's in here. So they get all these different different modes. Ground Wars, survival games, kind of Hunger Games stuff. There's capture the flag modes. There's these like ridiculous like cars and stuff. You can like fly yourself around this world. Like if you hang out long enough, like you'll see somebody like get in a car here. What seems to be a pretty popular thing is to like spawn your car, have somebody get in it, drive them up to like the top of the castle wall, and then kick them out of the car, set the car to locked. And I guess it happened to my daughter a bunch, and then she's just doing it to somebody. I'm like, what are you doing? That's so rude. She's like, oh, it happens to me all the time. I'm like, that doesn't mean that you do it too. Like what's wrong with, don't do that. So yeah, they have these, like you could get more Hive ranks or private servers. Like the unlimited private servers is one of the benefits of one of those. But you could do like block drop is like a dance thing. Gravity is like here, regular gravity. I'll be terrible at this. All right, let's go, kids. Okay. Okay. No! So close! So close! No! No! kidding me? I'm pretty sure I hit the ground there, but I'll take it. Ugh. They're tough enough, like when it doesn't render in on your way down. Like that's the particularly challenging thing. Like when the stuff's not there until you're about to hit it. Oh, did I get a skip? Okay, well, anyways, this is the fun we could be having as a group. Try skipping it. Okay, can I skip the next level? No, I can't. Oh, come on. Was that water? That wasn't water, was it? Is that water? Is that water? That doesn't look like water. Is it water? Okay. Can we do the last one? How long do we have? Not long enough. 18 seconds? I don't think so. Oh, why do I feel like I'm falling faster on this one? Oh. Come on now. Okay, well, we tried. We tried. This one's my favorite, the death run. Wait, no. This one? No, wait. No, why am I here? Empty hand, regular death run. Man, Among Us. That was a fun couple months, huh? Pandemic. Okay, so this is Death Run. I can set it so that I can see the other people, but it's super annoying. Are you kidding me? Oh my God. Okay, fine. I'm not particularly good at this one. I find it less frustrating than the modes where people are directly killing me with a sword. Like, so essentially the deaths are like causing these different obstacles and things to happen, but you have these different jumps, and if you time it right, you can really kind of mess up their day because they're trying to coordinate with each other. And like, you can see like this death is, oh, of course that one burned me right as I was saying it, but like they're trying to catch up with each other and use the traps effectively. So far, so good. Don't. Okay, thanks guys. Whoo! What'd I get? Third place. I'll take it. I can play this all day. I love this mode. It's really fun when you get death. Especially if you have friends that are running. Let the poor guy finish. Oh, you got one more person to mess with. 10 seconds left. They're not going to finish. No way. They're good. Like they're messing up on their own. They don't even need death messing with them. Poor guy. Ma, get the camera. Get the camera, Ma. Among Us was, yeah, that was such a mess. All I can hear is Kung yelling in my brain right now. No, 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 no. I haven't gone back like since you can customize all the modes and stuff. Like I bet it's a lot. Oh, I hate that. I hate that. I hate that so much. When you like you fly over the first one and then you mess up the next one. Hello, boys. What do you got, Def? I got time. I can wait. No, I'm not going to wait. I'm going to go. Oh, you prick. Oh, you jerk. You jerk face. Started that fire a little early. I love it. You have like the timing on these too, so like if they mess up and do it too early, then it can really mess things up. Woo! Boys, don't mess with me. Come on. I'm guessing this is an inexperienced. Oh, it's an inexperienced death. Because I feel like I haven't been tampered with much. Please don't blow up the TNT on me, please. No! Okay, okay. Thank you for doing it at a very poorly time. Yeah, that's what I expected. Okay. Get through! Okay. 5th place. Damn it. I feel like I was doing better. I really got messed up on that first jump, though. Like, I got out in front of everybody, and then I got burned in the lava. Ended up falling behind. Oh, wow, are they way back here? Yeah, I was gonna say, like, you are way far back. Intimidated by all the customization? I mean, the customization is the monetization. All the things that you can do, like, it's still just basic Minecraft mini games at the end of the day. Hide and seek's kind of cool. You get to be an object, like a crafting table or something. Build battle, they show you a simple build, and then you have to repeat it. I don't even know what the Sky Wars, Bed Wars stuff is. Murder mysteries, kind of like werewolf. There's a murderer. You have to try and kill everybody. There's a sheriff who has a single shot arrow. So this is the Hive. I will probably get the pro version. You pay once and then you get unlimited custom servers. So we can do all those games, but just have us in it, for example. Control what's what. You can even pick who Death is. In Death Run, for example. You could pick who Murder Mystery is, but that doesn't make any sense. Unless you came up with some new rules for like a mini game. I don't know. But that's the Hive. That's one of the built-in ones. There's also a bunch of fun mini games and stuff. There's different mini game maps. I love Diversity. I don't know if everybody has played that one. That is worth checking out. Let me see if I get to create new worlds. Where's the templates? I'll kick this open real quick just to show you. This is a really fun world. If you have not played it, I highly recommend it. I believe it still works just fine. You can probably get it for a couple hundred coins on the marketplace. It's a wonderful little diversion, all different kinds of things to do. Complete the branches, collect the wool to build the monument. Traveling to and from the hub will clear your inventory. Simple. We'll get in the hot air balloon and we'll hit the button. And here we are. The balloon has arrived. So real basic. You've got the chest right there. You do certain things, and this is the easiest. In this case, we press the button. But you get wool. You put the wool into the chest. There you go. And we basically have to fill that all the way up. So it just opened up all these different ways around the map. And now there are all these different branches. There's also these hidden things you can find around the map, which will populate this kind of like museum type display case. All these little hidden chickens and stuff, I think. But basically there's like an escape room level and a parkour level and a dropper level. And you can play all these co-op as well. So this is, I highly recommend this one. It's a great, the survival branch. We won't do that right now. The puzzle branch. There might be a redstone branch. There's one of those, there's a watermelon chicken hiding somewhere over here. I remember now. It's a very cool little world though. What's this one? The adventure branch. I think I remember that one. It's ridiculous. Do we do it? We might do it. So, and each of these little like hub worlds has its own little puzzle to get into. Yeah, I'll do this one just to show you how like stupid weird this one is. It's so good. Okay, we got an arrow. That's interesting. So we have to shoot something to get in. See that chicken up there? That's one of 20 hidden chickens. Ouch. So what did this redstone do? Did this activate something inside here? Can't open those? Okay. Wait, did it do something upstairs? Do I have a next? Next. Okay. Oh no, it opened the door. It literally did the thing right behind me so I can step on this plate so that I can enter the world. Okay, this is the adventure mode. We can quit the branch at any time. Just because you never know how many buckets or fishing rods you might need. Okay, I gotta get my read on because this is how the story exposition is done in this one. What? How did you just appear there? 1 fish, 2 fish, red fish, blue fish. Who are we kidding? We got no arms to catch fish. Could the legend be true? Have you come in search of the holy wool? The road is dangerous. We should see the king. Okay. The king is waiting for you. Do you believe the legend? Here's the king's guard. Some crazy wizard is claiming the world is round. Insane. What's next? Is he going to say snow falls? We are the king's royal bodyguards. And I. Well, I can't. I'll always love you. Is the legend true? Downstairs is a prison, but it's not open to visitors. Okay, we'll come back to that later. That might be important later. We'll just talk to the king. We'll see what the king has to say. Could the legend be true? Have you come to claim the holy wool of Orangeosity? I am good, King Kron. Long have we waited for your coming, and the day is finally here. I will bring you to what you seek, but first, the great legend says you must prove your heroism. To the distant south reigns the evil zombie lord. Destroy him and bring me his head. Return with that scoundrel's noggin and throw it in the base of my throne. Only then will I know you are the true answer to the prophecy. But beware, the road is not so easy. There are dangerous obstacles along the path that few even dare to whisper of. Go now. Return to me when you've beheaded that meanie. One last thing. That dreaded zombie lord will tell you lies. Don't believe him. Whatever he says, bring me his head. Okay. So we gotta go get the zombie lord's head. And what do we have to do it? We have a fishing rod. You got a weapon for me? No? Okay. Have you spoken to the king yet? Why, yes, I have. There's just no way around the Lake of Drowned Sorrows. No possible way we could get around this obstacle. Many have tried to cross. None have survived. Great, my dialogue is getting all wet. We made it. This is a cool effect coming up here. I wish I could do this in a survival world. Beware the dark forest of blackened skies. Plenty have entered, none have returned. I wish you could do this though in, like, how cool would it be to have like a dark wizard tower and it turned to night all the time, even when the sun was out. This must be the evil zombie lord's castle to the south. Beware the rickety bridge of terror. A few have stepped on. They have suffered horrible fates. You can see the fates they've suffered down below. You're lucky I'm over here and you're over there. Okay, now what? What do you want? Go away! You're not gonna stop us. You can't stop us. So you've been sent to end our lord over my dead body. I put on my Fallout ghoul voice. We don't trust you. Back off. Grains. Oh, wait. So you're telling me you're a vegetarian now? Grains. Nothing for you to see downstairs. I'm tempted to look, but let's go talk to the zombie lord and collect his head. Wait, don't kill me. Listen to what I have to say. The king's a liar. His real name is Evil King Kron, and you're not the first to come to this land. Evil King Kron will never give up the holy wool of Orangeosity, for it gives him his power. No doubt he's told you of his phony legend, how you are the answer to the prophecy. The truth is that we are not zombies at all. The king cursed us with the holy wool's power to make us appear like this so that no one would trust us. He will undoubtedly betray you if you do what he asks, and he has those he's called heroes before you. Listen, the king does not know we found a way to take the holy wool from him. There's an underground passage, but we've had no luck because of all the dangers. I'll make you a deal. Bring me his head, and I'll give you access to the hidden passageway. Toss his ugly mug at the base of my throne. Hey, only one of us is telling the truth. It's not like we're going to eat your brains when we're not looking or anything. Seriously, I'm no zombie. Bring me his head. Okay, so what do we do, chat? I know what I'm going to do. What would you do? Would you return with the zombie lord's head? Because what we're going to do is we're going to go fetch Kron's head. Because he's obviously the bad guy in this story. I'm not falling for it. I've played this a couple times, and one time we just immediately decapitated the dude and brought it to the zombie guy. Waste no time, no talking. Punch his head off, deliver it. So the nice thing about diversity is it is very diverse, right? It's a bunch of different modes. It's not a head. We can't wear it as a disguise on the way out. If the lake doesn't swallow you, the dark forest will. It's that bridge of terror that scares me. Take both heads, problem solved. I mean, there you go. Can't go wrong if you got them both. I was worried because I didn't have it in my hotbar. Thank you for trusting me. And thanks to Custom Block Geometry, I can tell you that's the king's head. You will find the hidden passage open below the rickety bridge of terror. Thank you. So remember this rickety bridge? It's good to see you're on our side. Good luck. We lit up most of the cavern. Until we ran into some problems up ahead. I'm just here for the free t-shirt. Can we really trust this one? Will the curse be lifted? Decapitating strangers seems trustworthy enough. Maybe you can figure out how to get us across. The holy wool will be ours. I hate creepers. You and me both, buddy. Cranberries had a really good song. Can't remember. We could see an ancient door just past the bridge. Please tell me everybody gets this one. I just realized, like, if you're not old enough, this might be totally over your head. Zombie. 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 Rip. She died a couple years back. This is the furthest we've been able to reach. It's going to get hectic. We're preparing for battle. Their sacrifice will not go in vain. It's a wee nippy having the sensitive complexion. I knew I should have brought some marshmallows. They say I talk twice as much as everyone else. Creepers blew up the bridge. Man, this place is swarming with creepers. My game just crashed. Let's see where it remembers I was. Hopefully I'm pretty close. I'd like to at least finish that adventure mode. That's like, this is the stupidest one for me to show you, which is the perfect one for me to show you. But this is a fun one. There's a redstone one. There's a puzzle room, escape room. Okay. We were here right here at the Creeper Bridge. How do we get, okay, do we go over here to get down there safely? I think it just crashed again. Yeah, it did. Man, what's up with that? What's up with that? That hasn't happened. Am I on, I'm not on fancy graphics, am I? Well, I meant I'm not on vibrant visuals. Fancy should be okay. It doesn't want me to finish this level, apparently. It doesn't like the creepers either, you're right, yeah. Can we just get across this, please? What is it? So if I remember right, it wants me to put ladders up there, but where are said ladders? Is this gonna crash if I jump up here? That's good. You got that zombie song stuck in your head? Hopefully you hear her singing it, not me. Nope. All right, there's ladders around here somewhere that I'm supposed to like snag and climb my way up. Please don't crash again, game. Was there another box I missed up top? Yup. Okay, here's where things get a little tricky. For those worthy enough who seek orangeosity, 3 impossible trials await. You might as well just give up now and go home. Trial 1. Advance beyond the unbreakable barrier. Trial 2. Pass through the unending flames. It would have been slicker if I hadn't lit myself on fire. But you know. Fish? Would you like some fish? Go ahead, have a rock cod. They're delicious. Okay, last trial. Trial 3, scale the really high ladder. We got this. We got this, chat. This is actually the trickiest part right here. Gotta walk on top of the fences. There it is. There it is. Huh. We got it. We did it. So there are a bunch of different little rooms like that. They're all kind of silly. Ultimately, as you unlock more and more of those, there's this boss area that you unlock up here. So there's this path in the lava up at the top of the mountain that that slowly, like, the path gets raised out of the lava, and then you can eventually, like, trip the final level. Or you can fall in the lava on your way up there. This is further than I made it last time, hopefully? Yeah, okay, so there you go. So yeah, this path will, like, you can see, like, it's slowly gonna go there, and it'll expose that switch, which will open up this path to go over there. The whole thing's all interconnected, and it's all these different themed worlds. It's pretty cool stuff. Diversity, I highly recommend it. It's fun stuff. Where do I idle tonight? I don't know. I might have to gunpowder tonight, just because we don't need iron yet. Oh, I forgot. I totally forgot. I recorded it, AC. I recorded, like, long footage of underwater gassed hydration with fish swimming by, and it could be a fun BRB or, like, stream starting kind of thing. Okay, well, the plan, at least for now, is to probably stream tomorrow night, most likely. But definitely not next weekend, and then I will probably get back to regular Fridays and Saturdays. But with the vacation week and then the daddy-daughter weekend coming up, it's just been a little inconsistent. But that is okay. Loop it on a 2-hour, yeah, and get some music behind it. I think. It's so simple, but I really like how this sign came out. Okay, let me think. So I should, if I wait here, I get sugarcane, iron, and wool. Eventually, when we hollow out some of that chunk over there, we're going to build all this vertically so that it isn't a decision. Let's see what this guy has before we head out. Oh, I don't mind if I do. Where's the nearest? I left my shulker box somewhere. Come back here. Come back here. Come back here. Come here. Oh, come back here. Okay. We will take all of them, please. Thank you. Firefly bushes. Here is the awesome thing that I learned in 2025 about leads. I used to like try and coax them away. Literally all you need is a lead and you can just steal them. It's yours now. It's your llama now. That's how easy it is. I used to kill the guy and get the llamas angry at me. And meanwhile, you can just walk up with a lead and just steal them. You live here now. Welcome. Okay. Oh, I left my bling down there. Okay, so pick that up, put that away. I need gas now or otherwise I won't get up there. Okay, now I've been burned so many times. So pro tip, don't idle with anything. Oh, I gotta heal stuff. Woo. That and that and that. Definitely don't want to lose any of that or that or that. We'll put that away last. What's the valuable stuff that we don't want to lose? Okay, so put that away and that away. And then I should have nothing basically on me. And looting sword. And now we just and now we wait for gunpowder. Hope you enjoyed. Hope you had some fun tonight. I know we jumped around a little bit, but this is where I'm at. This is the best mod for creating a no mod city. Is unmodded Minecraft, which is technically modded with add-ons now, because paid mods are a thing too. Yay. Yeah, I don't know. Until the next one, we get to, here. Let's look out above the clouds. It's beautiful. The beautiful view from up here. This is where I'll be making gunpowder. Yeah, if you are a regular and already friends with me on Xbox, then obviously get ready for some Minecraft Hive games and stuff soon. If you want to be a regular, come hang out in the Discord and be cool. tinyurl.com/movethemouse. Probably a stream tomorrow night. Definitely not next weekend. So let's play some games, do some fun tomorrow. Let's see if Hive works out. If not, maybe we do some Jackbox or something. Let's hang out and play some games tomorrow. If you are around, come back 9 o'clock tomorrow-ish. And we'll do it all over again. But not next week. So we'll do something on the Discord or something this week. So join the Discord. See you over there. Hope you had a blast. I need to, can I close this without changing the yeah, I can. Okay. We're safe. We're in here now. We're in here. You're in here with me. That's a view right there. That's an intro outro. Catch you in the next one. Move them out, signing off. It's so disturbing. I'm on a single PC setup, so I don't have a good way to get out of this. Like, I have to move the mouse and like hit escape to stop the stream. Like, I just want to be able to like kill it without moving anything. I gotta get set up better so that I can have stupider outros, I guess. I don't know. All right, for real, good night. Thank you so much. Hope you had a good one. Catch you in the next one. Bye.